All right, well, here we go again. We're going down the same little cedar thicket we went into last time. This time I got a little GI rucksack on, and I got a little bag I got at the surplus store. So I got a backpack and a haversack, and of course, no trip would be complete without the Savage 42-22 shotgun combo. So we're going down into the woods. I'll bring y'all back once we get down here and get some stuff going, set up. All right, well, this is my first shot at a plow point. It's not as easy to set up by yourself, but I tell you, I think I'm gonna like it. It's right out in front of the fire. Oh yeah, my GoPros, the batteries are all dead. I brought my solar panel and didn't bring the jackery. Should have brought the jackery, but I was trying to do a minimal camp. So anyways, here's what you're looking at. And there's a lot of room inside that puppy. And finally this time I'll be able to be sleeping up and down this way. Last time I slept side to side, it was a little bit sloped, so I need to make a couple little tent pegs. I didn't have no more in my bag. I guess I've lost a few, but hey, bushcraft, baby. We'll get a knife, piece of wood, make a little 7-notch. We'll make our own pegs. I know most guys will hang their backpack. I figure I'm gonna throw it right underneath the shelter with me, so I'm gonna grab it and set up a bed, get my gear underneath there with me. Yeah. All right, well, we got a little army bag of some kind. We got our cold steel SRK strapped outside. Bought this little cup at the Cabela's. Got a Mountain House in here. Got a baked potato from Malone's. That's dinner, is stroganoff and a warmed up baked potato. See if we can get a fire going. But for now, let's get our bed set up. We're gonna throw down our Arcturus face blanket first, so we can cover the ground, keep ourselves from getting wet. It's been raining here in Kentucky. Had a bunch of rain over the last couple of days, but we shall not stop for that. Get our face blanket stretched out. Got plenty of headroom in here. There's a few little saplings and whatnots, but yeah, we got it. Get a little warm. Luckily today it's like 55. Tonight it's gonna be 45, so I think we'll be okay. I intended to use the GoPro to video with, but all the batteries are dead. I checked them out a long time ago and they should have been charged, but I don't know. Something else I got, I ordered these big safety pins off of Amazon so I can make a foot box in my wool blanket, pin it all together. So that's pretty much camp. Bush pot, oatmeal, Mountain House. There's no water up in this area, so I bring a couple Nalgene's full of water so I can have something to drink and so I can hydrate my Mountain House. Anyways, I ain't gonna bore y'all with all this. I'm gonna turn you off and I'll bring you back once it's better set up. So Sorry about the impromptu footage. Thought the GoPro was gonna be better. Well, I had to shed a layer. Whew, get too hot too fast. Put on the old leather gloves, process up a little bit of wood, start us a fire. We don't really need it for heat. Just gonna boil some water and reheat a baked potato and eat a mountain house later this evening here. It's probably 5:15, 5:30, something like that. Got a few hours to dark. Get a few camp tours done and be ready for darkness and Betty bye Bo's time. So hope y'all having a good Sunday. Hope you're blessed, and we'll be back with you in a moment. All right, everybody. We're gonna do a little bit of jute twine, some broom sage, and a ferro rod today. I know I've always done the other deal with the DIY fire starter. We're gonna take this jute twine, we're gonna untangle it and undo it, and we're gonna roll it up and rough it up, and then we're gonna use it in some broom sage I picked up out of the field there on the way over here, the way down. Use a ferro rod and start a fire kind of a more old school primitive type way, I guess you'd say. Whatever you like to do is what you like to do. If you want to do DIY fire starter, you want to use gasoline, whatever you want to do. But we're going to give this one a go today. We're going to try to break up this broom sage, get it kind of nestled up a little bit, get it kind of twisted around and get it roughed up, get it turned into somewhat of a bird's nest. Then we're going to take this jute twine and we're going to stick it in the middle of it. Put it right there. We're going to take the little homemade Morris survival kit with a ferro rod. Took a file and put a 90-degree spine on that guy. There we go. Just like that. Oh boy, we got far. Put our smalls on top of it. Woo, got some hair singe in there. Put our smalls on it, see if we can get it started. I mean, you don't have to have a lighter. If you got the right tinder and you got the right stuff, you just make it happen. Let's see if it'll keep burning. I left my fire belly. Pick up some of this old stuff off the ground, throw in there amongst it, get it going. Use the old Ace hardware hat. I really didn't have enough stuff prepped to get a fire going per se. I just grabbed enough twigs to get it started. But anyhow, I got enough little fine stuff to start a fire, get it going. There's all kinds of cedars over there. I can reach and grab stuff off of as need be. So I got enough to keep it where I can get back to get some more to get a decent fire going. So, but for now, just wanted to do an older style fire start, what you can find out in the field and what you got on you. I'm gonna turn this off and gather up some more wood and get this a little bit stronger so I can get it to coals so I can boil some water and finish baking a tater. Stay tuned. We got our bed situated, got our blow up pillow made. We got our UCO lantern hung up over here. I just bought that little guy. Burn it tonight for a while. I got this other one over here, a little battery powered one. Got the fire going pretty good. Found my pocket bellows. If you don't have one of these guys, you need to get one. The telescopic pocket bellows. Put it on the fire. I'm that far away, and I'm this far away from the fire. You get right up on it, it'll light it up. Get some water on soon, have our mountain house. Only thing I just realized I don't have any sweets. I mean, I did bring an apple, but I was going to use the apple for oatmeal in the morning, so maybe apple time tonight. Fat Daddy loves his sweets, so stay tuned. We got our little bush prop pot stick with a 7 notch in it, getting our water warmed up. And then we'll get our Mountain House meal. I tell you, they're hard to beat. Beef stroganoff and noodles. Got the old baked tater laying in the fire right there. Gonna warm it up some. Hopefully I don't burn it too bad. Stay tuned. We'll have some food. Well, we got our cheese and our bacon all melted and reheated on our tater. We got our Mountain House sitting over there, getting warmed up and rehydrating. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty good meal. Next, I gotta figure out how to get this fire stoked back up for a minute. Want to have it for a little while longer. I don't think I'll need it on that, but here we go. Got the fire stoked back up. Still eating on a potato. Ain't tried them guys. Try some of them Starry drink by Pepsi, I think it is. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 everything. Finish this guy and then move on to the entree. Hope y'all having a good night. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching this video when it gets put out. I know everybody hates me in glasses, but I can't see. You hear them coyotes yelling? Coyotes are raising a fuss. I wish they would. I wish they'd come around here. I could pop a couple of them. But we'll see. Till then, we're going to do a little camp craft project. My GoPro's dead. I brought the GoPro tripod and everything, and I don't have it, so here we are. I want to see what this little Cold Steel SRK can do. We're going to try to baton us a flat spot on this ash. It's pretty good thick wood. Yeah, not too bad. Popped right through. Kind of wet. Kind of moist. But yeah, it'll split wood. Not a very big piece, but it'll split. Let's see how she cuts. Yeah. This is the first time really ever using this knife much. I usually always have the Gerber strong arm, but somebody recommended trying this knife out. I've seen several videos on it. It's not too bad. See if we can get a little better split out of it, a little straighter. Of course, with ash, it's going to be hard. Yeah. Make some little boards. Probably should have picked me a softer wood. I was going to make a box. I saw a Cold Cracker. He made a deal like this and made a little tinder box out of it, and I thought, you know, I never just take time to sit around the fire and monkey around. I usually will bring a phone and put a YouTube video on or Netflix or something, but I thought, you know, I want to get this knife out and I want to beat around on it a little bit. So that's what we did. We're just waiting on it to get dark, get in that old bed. When you're bushcrafting, early to bed, early to rise. So got our logs, longwood burning on the fire. Let them burn in half. I'm too lazy to cut them to size, so I burn them in half. Just seems like it makes better sense to me to burn them in half than it does to cut them down the length. So build a fire, let them burn, and we'll talk to you in a minute. All right, guys, we're gonna venture out into something we never do much, and that's do a little camp project. We're gonna make a frog spear. See how that turns out. We're gonna whittle off all the bark, and then we're gonna split it in 4 ways. Then we're gonna whip it with some jute twine, keep it from splitting, sharpen up the points. See how it turns out. If you're not watching, you're not watching. Just do what I love. If people were interested in watching, they watch it. I usually don't do none of this. I usually don't video any of it anyways. I sit around and do silly stuff, but I never video any of it. So this week I thought, well, let's make a little longer video. Let's see how it goes. See if people actually watch or not, and See what they think. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe I'm not including everything I'm doing when I'm out. I don't know. So we're gonna get rid of this little knotty end right here so it'll split a little better. This is the Silky Zubat, just so you know. It's a pretty good wood processing saw. Well guys, I usually don't video these little things I fool around and do. I just got done cutting the end off this with the Silky Zubat, my favorite saw in the whole wide world. I didn't bring the little battery saw this week to cut wood because I didn't plan on needing much because it ain't supposed to be that cold. So I'm gonna finish whittling the end off this a little bit. Take a baton, split it 4 ways, sharpen them, make me a little spear for frog spearing or whatever. Just something to do, you know. It's not quite dark yet and don't want to lay around and watch movies in the woods tonight. I want to do something, so I'm gonna make this little frog spear and video it just to see if y'all want to watch it or not, you know. I usually don't video this stuff. I usually just do goofy little projects and let it be just my time, but see if y'all are interested at all in watching silly little projects. I know that there's a lot better bushcraft channels to watch than mine, but I figure what the heck, I might as well see if y'all want to watch me do it. So we got to split 4 ways, then we'll whip it down here in this area with some jute twine, and then once we'll pry it open with some little twigs and then sharpen these points up and harden them. We'll have this little spear. So for now, that's what I'm doing. I guess I'm not gonna ask y'all to endure all of my playing in the woods. So I'll bring you back once I get it further along and show it to you. I got to getting some little stuff to pry the prongs apart, and I took a knife and just chopped it off, and I thought, man, I forgot I got my little Victorinox one-hand trinker with a saw. It's a dandy little saw. So I thought, well, just to make it look better, Felix Imler, he would be proud of me. If you ain't seen him, watch him. That man can make anything with a Swiss Army knife. It's hilarious. Sure, I said it was easy. I made it look hard. Of course, he's got a little workbench. I ain't got a workbench. I'm sitting on a old blankie. Get me 2 of them made. All right, 1 more. Yes, I have a first aid kit in the truck. Hopefully I don't get stupid. So take them 2 guys and push them in here. Got my little whipping on a jute. Take them little guys and push them down in there, like so. And then take the other little guy between the other 2 sets of prongs and push it down in and spread them out. And I'm sure if you watch many bushcraft channels, you've seen Sean Kelly do this, you've seen Canterbury do this, you've seen a bunch, and all I'm doing is just emulating them. So you just take your knife and get inside there, and, which is the hard part, it seems like to me. Get inside there and sharpen them points up and then fire harden. So I'll bring you back in a minute when I get closer. All right, there's where we're at. We got her spread out. We got her sharpened up. I'm gonna stick her out here in the fire for a minute. Hopefully not burn my jute twine off. Get my wood fire hardened. Then we'll put our final whipping on top. And that'll get us a frog spear, or whatever kind of spear we want it to be. Frog spear, fish spear, something. I don't know, but I know what y'all are thinking. Wow, I bet he's single. Matter of fact, no, there's somebody for everybody. Luckily, I got a woman at home who loves me and puts up with me, so. But I just put a little heat to them, get them a little blacked up, then I'll put the final whipping on them. That's pretty much it for project tonight. Just wanted y'all to come along for the first time in forever. Have a good night. Thought I'd bring you back one more. I tied a timber hitch around one of the prongs, wrapped it a couple wraps, then went around and went back and forth through the prongs a couple times. And now I tied a cove hitch on top with a security knot right there so that it wouldn't slip out. And yeah, she's ready. She's ready to gig up something. So that's it. We'll bring you back right before bedtime. Have a good night. Fire's going. The old moon's out. Got the new UCO candle lantern burning. It don't do a whole great deal, but it ain't dark yet. So when it gets dark, I expect it'll do pretty good. So having a big time. Wish you were here. Well, good morning, everybody. Got up, reestablished the fire. Got some water on the bowl, make oatmeal and some coffee. The skies are looking red this morning. Red skies in the morning. Sailors take warning. Got the old UCO lantern burning. That guy on, and I'm up and at it. Hope it don't rain on me before I can get this thing rolled up today. Here's what we're working with. Some apple cinnamon oatmeal with oatmeal chunk or apple chunks in it. All I gotta do is pour a little water in it and kick it off. Well, the sun's plumb up now. The sun is on up. Looks like it's gonna be a little bit overcast and cloudy today. Got the fire rolling. Still got the UCO lantern going just for a little bit of ambiance. So, getting ready to eat my oatmeal. Looks like it's gonna be a good day out in the woods. Well, we kind of got a few things rolled up. Barely got any fire going at all. Got a few things rolled up. That little bed mat and that Arcticus space blanket, they fought all night. I wound up downhill by the fire, get up, slide back uphill. It wasn't a bad night all in all. It was a pretty good night. Just, it wasn't ideal. I wish I had my little rubber mat, but I tried to keep from bringing it. I was just trying to have a little backpack and a haversack and make do with what I could bring in those two. And that little blue thing always looks out of place. So, but next time, out of place or not, it'll be in my kit. That way that mat and that blanket stays together and I don't slide around so much. Well, we're gonna have a little coffee. Made a little pour off coffee, a little cowboy coffee. Steaming hot. We'll have a little couple cups of that and just sit here and enjoy the morning. And I guess I'll load this thing up and take it to the house. Well, guys, I say that a lot, and I need to apologize for that. I say well way too much. And guys, hello you all. My brother-in-law tells me I need to move my mouth more and enunciate. So, anyways, here we are, people. First taste of my second batch of cowboy coffee. Oh yeah, that's so good. So good. Well, we got her all loaded up. Got our haversack on, got our backpack on, got our fire extinguished. So, I guess we're gonna put this one in the books. Hope y'all enjoyed this camp as much as I did. And hopefully y'all gonna have a good week. And until next time, oh yeah, I'm going home to work on a knife. So, day off, camping, knife making, good time. So, stay tuned for some more updates on the knife build. But for now, this video is over.